In this deeply personal talk, Vivian Garcia-Tunon shares the power of why other people's stories about us do not define who we are and how we can step out of those stories to create our own. Enjoy this powerful, amazing big talk by Speaker Salon speaker Vivian Garcia-Tunon.
Legends are remarkable stories. We are all stories, intentional or unintentional. When we claim our truth, we become more than a legend. We become remarkable. My legend started being raised into a loving, supportive family that grew stronger as they rebuilt together. I was a Cuban Catholic girl raised in a community of privilege, one we didn't match. I spoke a different language, I was left-handed and dyslexic. These stories made me feel different. How would these stories align in my life? On February 8th, 1989, I woke up late for school after a night of celebrating my great-grandmother's birthday. I ran upstairs to kiss my dad goodbye. Something was off. He didn't wake up like he used to. I went off to school without speaking my truth. At 9 years old, my life was shattered. Our provider, our joy, our entertainer was gone. My biggest cheerleader was gone. The pain of losing my dad was nothing compared to how life changed. That day, I also inherited more crippling stories. I was 5 times more likely to commit suicide. I was 9 times more likely to drop out of high school. I was 10 times more likely to have a substance abuse problem, or even 20 times more likely to have a behavioral disorder. When you inherit others' tragic stories, that becomes your life, a tragic story. I was determined to do things differently. I made it my mission to create a new reality. Yes, that moment changed my life forever, unlike the story you may be thinking. At home, my mom's story was one of devastation and despair. Her world was shattered. I couldn't upset her. She needed love and support to lift her up. I became one of those people. Our family was learning how to pick up the pieces and survive yet another change. In our community, everyone knew our story. At first, everyone was incredibly generous and supportive. It quickly became everyone's stories and fears of death. Death is like cancer. No one knows when it'll happen, and everyone fears they will be next. I still remember one playdate where my best friends told me I could no longer play with them because I didn't have a dad. My world had changed. It seemed as if every step I took, I was balancing people's emotions and stories on a tightrope. And with each step, I could fall off without a safety net and become a statistic. Death isn't the only event that can leave you feeling this way. It can be any change, a divorce, a job loss, a diagnosis, any event that leaves you without belonging or a roadmap. Slowly but surely, my new reality settled in. I was the girl without a dad and without a place to tell my story. I started changing how I acted, what I shared, and my friends. I started choosing friends that saw me for me and not my stories. I even started my own little club. the No Dads Club. I welcomed each member with a warm hug, and we created a space to tell our stories. Slowly but surely, I started writing my news story. My life hasn't had a GPS. Each change has been an opportunity to trust myself and my process. From choosing my college to building my business, I see each opportunity as an opportunity to balance on that tightrope with each person's stories and emotions and find a way to live my legend. Losing my dad defines me. It's part of my DNA. It's why I wear my heart on my sleeve. It's why I built a business to support others in finding their strength and courage on their unique path. It's why I speak authentically to powerful leaders to support their change and create new realities. It's why I sit on the national board of a grief camp. And it's how I connect with others and build communities. Today, 1 in 13 children will be left without a parent or sibling by the age of 18. As I watch the news with stories of increased suicides, overdoses, and mass shootings, I see individuals chained to stories that no one understands. I see individuals desperate for a space to belong, to be seen and to be heard. I see individuals balancing on that tightrope. The truth is, we do more damage by stuffing, hiding, and ignoring our stories. When you live your truth and see others' truths, you set yourself free. We can create a new world with our real stories, a world where we see, accept, and support others for their authentic stories, where we all become truly remarkable together.
If you enjoyed this speaker, I would love for you to share what about Vivian's talk and her performance you loved and what the takeaways were from this big talk. And if you desire to step onto my big stage in New York City at the Triad Theater, hop on over to thespeakersalon.com and apply to work with me today. And if you have any desire to continue watching these videos as they drop live, be sure to hit the notification bell and subscribe button so that you get access immediately. I so appreciate that you're here and will respond to all of the comments. Remember, your voice matters. Big love. Mwah.